At a Lakers game, one fan heckled some players and would get the boot. In Charlotte, a supporter got into it with Chicago point guard Josh Giddy. While fans would tell the Bulls player he's, quote, trash, over and over again, what happened was this. With the game tied in the fourth quarter, the fan flipped off Giddy. The Australian walked over and said, "You're making jokes you don't know blank about." He'd hold his hand out for a bump, which Giddy, of course, rightfully would deny.
He didn't do anything. Hey, watch your mouth, man.
Referee Kevin Scott would intervene between the two, blow his whistle multiple times, and reconvene with his fellow referees. Security would make their way over and kick the young fan, who sported big sunglasses while indoors, out of the arena. Others in the crowd claimed he did nothing wrong. The Post would go on to report that he called Josh Giddy a pedo. This was in reference to allegations that surfaced while he was still a member of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then there was also this. From a Sacramento Kings game where a fan heckled Zach Lavine. While some online pointed to gambling, Lavine and the fan would both weigh in.
What's up, guys? Apparently, I'm viral for getting kicked out of the game last night. So, before I even start this video, a lot of people in my DMs, they want to interview me, want to know what happened, what's going on, and all that stuff. And then there's people like, yo, I love what you did. I want to support your site, but nothing's on your site. We took all of this stuff down off our website because we're having a super big Black Friday deal for you guys. So tomorrow you can shop on our website. Now let's get to the game. And before I even get to that, let me apologize to my wife first and foremost, because she was with me, and so she had to get kicked out with me, and that's embarrassing for her, and I apologize to her. I also apologize to the security that mind my section. Glenn, Ken, I'm sorry that you guys, had to restrain me. I apologize. And then to the brother, I forget your name, with the bald head, who walked me out there, I apologize to you too. I was livid, and you didn't deserve, to have to push me out of the game. I should have just left. After the sixth time, Zach Lavine leaves his man wide open for a three. Doug Christie calls the timeout. They come over to the bench. I say, yo, we don't pay to watch you not play defense. And Zach Lavine looks at me and says, then go home. I see people saying he called me. He did not call me. He said, because if he did, it would have been way worse than what y'all saw. But he didn't do that. So I'm not going to put that on him, right? But he said, then go home, take your ass home. So I started letting him have it. I was like, no, I pay to be here. You go home. You getting paid over $40 million. You only got 8 points, and we in the fourth quarter. You didn't show up. Once again, you didn't show up. All these fans in Sacramento, they deserve better than that. This is one of the dopest and best fan bases. I'm not even from Sacramento. I'm from Brooklyn. I moved out here when I was in the military. I got out, created my business, became super successful, and I had signed Montrezl Harrell. We were making his sneakers. I went to one Kings game. The arena, the staff, everybody was so dope. They hit me up and said, you want to be a season ticket holder? And I said, yup. And I got to watch Fox. I got to make it to the playoffs. I got to watch Coach Brown. All of that stuff from Doug coming up from Sacramento legend and being a coach, all of that stuff. I come to every game. I drive an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. So that's 3 hours of my day that I come to watch you guys play. I cheer as loud as possible. I cheer till my voice is hoarse for this team. So to have a player that we say, we don't come here to watch you not play defense, get a attitude and tell a fan then go home. No, you go home and find your game. How about that? Go home and find a game that you left there, because you're not bringing it to the arena. And that's all this is about. The last game before that, we watched y'all fight back and win in overtime against the Timberwolves. To come back to this game and see you put no effort. That's all the fans want is effort. Sacramento Kings have some of the best fans.
This gentleman can be found at Sia_collective on Instagram. Lavine, meanwhile, would say, I could care less. If somebody talks slick to your bench or to your coaches or your players, I'm going to say something. I could care less. He's irrelevant to me. He's valued with his opinion, and he's a passionate fan. I respect that. But also, you're not just going to talk that way to people. So if that's the case, I'd do that blank again. Lavine would add, I think you watch tonight, guys are out there playing hard, going through different matchups, playing lots of minutes, or going out there and playing in awkward positions. That's what we have to do. I think today we brought the fight to them. I don't have some crazy take on this because I understand where this individual is coming from. He is a season ticket holder, aside from being a great businessman, apparently. He's a season ticket holder. Do you know how much frustration this man has felt being a Sacramento Kings fan? I'll tell you how I feel that frustration. I am a Chicago Bulls supporter. You see it? Yep. That's from one of the old stadiums. I got to confirm. Thank you for your support of Bulls. This replica. Oh, it's a replica. Well, that sucks. My father-in-law told me it was from the... Oh, that's awesome. Anywho, Zach Lavine, DeMar DeRozan. I share how this man is seething. I get it. One thing, though, that I feel like personally should be a no-no is heckling basketball players in such a negative light. For example, the heckling in sports. For example, when the Ryder Cup was here, there were so many American fans who just acted out and didn't know how to heckle. There was one guy who did, and he made a comment about Rory McIlroy's button. And even the European team were like, that was good. Wow, that was good. There needs to be a coming down to earth from American sports fans because we suck at chanting and we suck at heckling. We go to the nth degree with heckling, and our chants are, I believe that we will win. Like, let's go Bulls. Let's go Bears. It's always let's go. It's just abysmal. So I'm not a fan of everything that happened. It was, in a way, better than the heckles that we have covered in the past, but American sports fans got to do better. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.